What if a single word was silently sabotaging everything you try to create in your life? A word so ordinary that you speak it without noticing, yet it carries the weight to program the universe against you. Now imagine the opposite. An ancient word, guarded in secrecy, infused with a vibration so powerful it could unlock the very doors to the reality you have longed for. Not a word of stage tricks or childish games, but a sacred code of creation once understood by ancient civilizations and only now remembered in fragments of modern science. That word is abracadabra, its true meaning, I create as I speak. Every word that leaves your lips is not just sound, it is a decree shaping the fabric of your reality. When your communication carries distortions, when hidden noise interferes, your desires collapse before they can reach the field of creation. But when your vibration aligns with clarity, when your voice and your essence move as one, the universe bends to respond. This is the same law that was whispered in the beginning of time. In the beginning was the Word. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Think about the countless times you tried to change your life. You wrote down your dreams, repeated affirmations, visualized the future you wanted. Maybe you even whispered prayers late at night asking for a sign. And yet, nothing seemed to shift. The opportunities slipped away, relationships didn't align, money never stayed. You wondered, am I doing something wrong? Does the universe even hear me? The truth is not that your prayers were ignored or that the law of attraction doesn't work. The truth is that your communication has been clouded with interference. Hidden noises that twist your message before it ever reaches the field of creation. Words spoken with doubt, thoughts laced with fear, gestures filled with insecurity, each one contradicting what your soul truly desires. Imagine trying to play a beautiful melody on an instrument that's completely out of tune. No matter how skilled the musician, the sound will always come out distorted. This is why so many people struggle. Not because they lack dreams, not because they lack effort, but because they don't realize their very vibration of communication is sending a broken signal into the universe. And when the signal is broken, the reality they long for never arrives. Your personal vibration is not random, it is built upon 4 living pillars that I call your energetic foundation. Your beliefs, your emotions, your communication, and your actions. Together, these 4 forces weave the frequency you radiate every moment of your life. Some call it an aura, others call it magnetism, but it is simply the echo of who you are projected into the universe. Among these 4, communication is often the most underestimated, and yet it is the very key that unlocks or blocks every door of manifestation. And communication is not only about words. Ancient wisdom and even modern studies show us, only 7% of communication is verbal. The rest flows from tone, from posture, from energy, from the unspoken field that surrounds you. Now imagine 3 streams of communication happening all the time. The first is interpersonal, the way you speak with others. The second is intrapersonal, the constant conversation you hold with yourself, those whispers of doubt or sparks of encouragement. And the third, the most subtle of all, is your communication with the field itself, the creator, the source, the living universe. Every prayer, every silent thought, every feeling is a message sent into that infinite intelligence. If even one of these streams is filled with distortion, your reality becomes static, like a radio caught between stations. You ask for abundance but speak in scarcity. You pray for love but fear abandonment. You want freedom but keep repeating, I'm stuck. The message that reaches the field is not clear, it is fragmented, and so the response you receive is fragmented too. Pause for a moment and reflect. Where in your life do you feel that static? In relationships, in money, in your inner dialogue? Share it in the comments with one word, love, money, peace, and let this be your first step in clearing the noise. Because the moment you name it, you begin to reclaim power over it. For centuries, people have heard the word abracadabra and thought of stage tricks, clowns, or childish fantasies. But hidden beneath the disguise of entertainment lies one of the most powerful codes of creation ever known to humanity. The word comes from ancient Aramaic, and its meaning is astonishingly direct. I create as I speak. This was not poetry. It was not metaphor. It was a declaration of how reality responds to vibration. Ancient healers would inscribe the word abracadabra in the shape of a downward-pointing triangle on parchment, believing it carried the power to dissolve illness and banish negative forces. Why? Because they understood that words are not empty, they are carriers of frequency, commands written into the fabric of existence. And now, thousands of years later, science begins to catch up. Neuroscience tells us that repeated words form pathways in the brain, carving patterns of behavior that shape your destiny. Quantum physics whispers that the observer influences reality itself, that energy bends to the expectations we set. Together, both ancient wisdom and modern discovery confirm what abracadabra has always declared. You are not simply speaking, you are programming the field. Think about how many times you casually say, "I'm always late. I never have enough money. Nothing ever works out for me." These are not harmless complaints. They are spells. Each repetition etches deeper grooves in your vibration, instructing the universe to reinforce exactly what you do not want. And the universe, perfectly obedient, delivers. Now ask yourself, if every phrase you speak is a decree, what kind of reality are you summoning today? Are your words doors to freedom, or chains that keep you bound? Write the word abracadabra in the comments and let it be your first conscious decree. I create as I speak. There is a simple practice, almost too simple, that clears the static and aligns your vibration with the outcome you desire. Most people never do it, and that is why their words fall empty. The key is this: align yourself with the result before you even speak. Imagine you are about to walk into a job interview. You could go in rehearsing answers, dressed in your best clothes, but still carrying doubt inside. That doubt will leak through your voice, your posture, your energy. The interviewer will sense it. But what if, before you even leave home, you close your eyes and live the result in advance? You see yourself shaking hands, smiling with confidence, hearing the words, "We'd love to have you on our team." Your body relaxes, your voice steadies, your energy shifts. You have already become the version of you who succeeded. When you speak, your words are no longer requests. They are confirmations. Think of a first date. Most people enter nervous, hoping to impress, terrified of rejection. But a line beforehand and it transforms. Picture laughter flowing, connection sparking, the evening ending with warmth and curiosity for what comes next. By the time you arrive, your body carries that reality already, and the other person feels it. This is not fantasy, it is resonance. The universe responds to the signal you broadcast, not the words you mutter in fear. When your inner state matches the outcome you seek, the field bends to meet it. This is why some people seem to attract opportunity effortlessly. They have mastered the art of alignment before communication. So ask yourself right now, what conversation, what meeting, what moment is coming for you this week? Take one breath, close your eyes, and imagine it unfolding in your favor with every detail alive. And then, when it happens, return here and write a single word in the comments. Aligned. That will be your evidence that the static is clearing and your field is tuning to creation. Think of yourself as a musical instrument. If even one string is out of tune, the entire melody collapses. You may try to play the right notes, but what emerges is discord. This is exactly what happens when your words say one thing but your body, your emotions, and your inner dialogue say another. The universe does not listen to your words alone, it listens to the full symphony of your being. When your shoulders slump, your voice trembles, and your thoughts whisper, "I'm not enough," no phrase of affirmation can hide that static. But when your posture rises with certainty, when your breath flows steady, when your inner dialogue speaks, "I am ready," every cell in your body echoes the truth. And the universe answers with opportunities that resonate in harmony with that signal. This coherence, between thought, emotion, word, and action, is more than psychology. It is magnetism. It is the alignment that transforms prayers into reality, intentions into doors that open. People feel it too. They may not understand why, but they trust someone whose presence radiates congruence. They sense when a person is whole. Remember the universal frustration we began with? The countless affirmations repeated, the journals filled, the prayers whispered into silence? That happens only because the signal was fractured. The moment you begin to clear the noise and tune every part of yourself to the same frequency, everything changes. Suddenly the interview feels effortless, the relationship flows naturally, the path ahead appears where before there were only walls. So pause and reflect. Where in your life do you feel the dissonance? Where do your words and your emotions disagree? Drop a word in the comments, trust, clarity, strength, and claim it as the frequency you are now choosing. Because once you name it, you begin to tune it. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. This was not just a scripture. It was a revelation of the deepest law of creation. Before light existed, before form appeared, there was vibration. There was sound. There was declaration. And if you are made in the image of that Creator, then your words carry the same spark of Genesis. Every phrase you speak is a seed. The only question is, are you planting weeds or are you planting gardens of abundance? This is why the ancients guarded the code of Abracadabra. They knew that language is not passive. It is the very fire of creation moving through the human soul. Every whisper is a spell, every declaration a doorway. And once you realize this, once you truly grasp that your words are not just air but destiny, you can never again speak carelessly. So I leave you with this challenge. The next time you feel doubt, the next time fear tempts you to complain, stop. Remember this code. Speak only what you are ready to see bloom in your life. And to seal it now, write the decree in the comments. Abracadabra, I create as I speak. Let the first word you cast today be one of power. Because this was only one pillar of your vibration. There are 3 more, and when they align, the magnetism you unlock is beyond anything you've ever imagined. In our next journey, I'll show you how to merge them into one frequency so coherent, so irresistible, that reality itself